Hi, everybody. My name is Kim Copeland. I'm a spiritual medium and a hospice nurse. I've been a hospice nurse since 1997, and I'd like to share with you some things about death and dying. And I'd like to start a new series on it if there is enough interest. So, um, I want to just start this conversation with when we run across animals who have passed on the side of the road. It could be a wild animal or maybe even a pet. Now, reason that I'm bringing this up, there's a couple reasons. One is when I've been doing some readings on folks, and when they've run across animals, what I've noticed in their auric field, and then two, today I did see a dog. I mean, I've seen, of course, over the weekend I saw two deer, right? They look like axis deer. They didn't look like the usual deer around here. A Doberman Pinscher at the park that had passed apparently last night. It was cold here. It was below freezing, and I have a feeling he died in the cold by himself. Now, why he was at the park, I don't know. So what do we do? How do we help these animals have a better transition? I do believe our thoughts and our prayers and our actions toward living a sacred life does impact our soul and others too, and others' souls, not just the beings that are alive on earth. So when lately, and I've did a couple of readings recently where like one lady, I noticed there was an armadillo on her shoulder. She had a dove on one shoulder and an armadillo on the other. And this is interesting, right? They don't really go together. You can kind of imagine around the dove, but it's hard to imagine what the armadillo represents. And then another lady had deer around her, and then I saw cats around somebody else. Now, every time when this has happened, they tell me, and the spirit of these animals are right next to them. They tell me that they stopped to say a prayer for the animals who have passed, or just even in their mind as they're driving by, they have stopped to say, give a blessing, say a prayer. And so that spirit of the animal does recognize that assistance and that opening of the portal to the other dimension. And I just feel that the more that we can help others in their transition, whether it's animals or people, with our prayers and goodwill and intention, the more souls will be comfortable in the light and find their way easier, and actually even maybe realize, perhaps maybe they didn't even realize they had passed. Maybe they are still hanging around. But when we offer an opening to the other side, this helps them make their transition. I truly believe this. So what I do personally, and I've been doing this for years and years, when I see an animal on the side of the road, usually it's when I'm driving, I just say a prayer of blessings to you. May you find peace. Blessings to you. May you find peace. I repeat it 3 times. Now you can say anything that feels right to you, but don't feel like your thoughts and prayers don't make a difference, because they do. That is really all I want to say about that. But how lovely it would be if everybody did this. And imagine that all the animals that we see that have died accidentally find peace on the other side. We do know, or I do know, I think you do, that animals do live on just like people. There is no death, and they sometimes will go to family members that will take care of them. They will sometimes meet more of a guardian spirit. It could be human. It could be even maybe a lion or a bear or some other guardian spirits. Could be a dragon. Today, did I see it as a dragon? Yes. Okay. Today in a session, I saw a dragon holding all the lots of little animals around, like the mother dragon. Okay. No, I'm sorry. Wait, it was a mantis. It was a mantis being, a galactic being, the mantis, watching over the little animals in spirit. So we have lots of help. Nobody ever dies alone, even if it is an unfortunate accident. And angels are always there to help. But it is important that we take notice as a soul to soul assistance to help that creature become more peaceful on the other side, to know it was loved. Love is the biggest gift of all. So, anyway, blessings, everybody, and I will see you very soon. Bye bye.